Have you ever experienced a moment when you gave something from your heart, and almost instantly, life seemed to reward you in the most unexpected way? Perhaps you found peace in your heart, or maybe an unexpected blessing came your way. Brothers and sisters, charity, Sadaqah, is not just about giving money. It's about unlocking doors you never knew existed. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, beautifully said, "Charity does not decrease wealth." Sahih Muslim. Yet in our daily struggles, it's easy to wonder, how can I give when I have so little? Or, will my small act of charity even make a difference? But here's the truth. Charity is more than just a financial transaction. It's a spiritual investment that brings barakah, or divine blessings, into our lives in ways we can't always see, but can surely feel. In today's discussion, we will explore the profound power of giving and the incredible things that can happen when we sincerely give for the sake of Allah. Whether it's a small coin in the hands of someone in need or a kind word spoken at the right time, every act of charity holds unseen rewards. So stay with us as we delve into the story of how a single act of charity transformed not just a moment, but an entire life. Could your next act of kindness be the turning point you've been waiting for? Let's find out together. Brothers and sisters, have you ever felt hesitant to give charity, thinking that your contribution might be too small to make a difference? Maybe you're struggling financially, and the thought of giving even a little feels like an added burden. Or perhaps you've given in the past but didn't see the results you were hoping for, leaving you questioning whether your charity truly matters. These are feelings that many of us experience. It's easy to think, I have my own struggles to deal with. How can I give when I'm barely getting by? But let me tell you something. You're not alone in feeling this way. We all have moments of doubt when life's challenges weigh heavily on our shoulders. The bills pile up, unexpected expenses arise, and the future feels uncertain. In those moments, the idea of giving to others might seem unrealistic. But here's the beautiful reality. Allah, in His infinite wisdom, has promised that charity will never diminish wealth, but rather it increases it in ways we can't always see. The Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, reminded us, give charity without delay, for it stands in the way of calamity. Tirmidhi. How many times have we experienced struggles, whether in our health, relationships, or finances, only to find that when we give, even in the smallest amounts, relief follows in ways we didn't expect. It might come in the form of unexpected opportunities, a sense of inner peace, or blessings that money simply can't buy. Think back to a time when you helped someone in need, whether it was giving money, lending a helping hand, or simply offering words of comfort. How did it make you feel? The truth is, giving not only benefits the recipient, but also enriches our own hearts, filling them with contentment and gratitude. Charity isn't just about the material, it's about the connection we establish with Allah through selflessness. It's about believing that Allah's promises are true and trusting that He will take care of our needs when we put our faith into action. So if you've ever wondered whether your charity makes a difference, know this. Every small act counts in the eyes of Allah, and perhaps the moment you choose to give sincerely, something incredible might happen in your life too. Brothers and sisters, charity is like planting a seed in the soil of life. At first it may seem small, almost insignificant, but with patience, sincerity, and trust in Allah, that tiny seed grows into a tree with deep roots and wide branches, providing shade, shelter, and fruit to countless others. Let me share a story that illustrates this profound truth. There was once a man who lived in a small village. He worked hard every day, struggling to provide for his family. His income barely covered his daily expenses, and at times he wondered how he could make ends meet. One evening, while walking home, he noticed an elderly woman sitting by the roadside, shivering in the cold. Her clothes were thin, and her face carried the weight of hardship. He reached into his pocket and found just a few coins, barely enough to buy bread for his children. In that moment, his heart wavered. Should I give? What if my family goes hungry? But then he remembered the words of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. The best charity is that given when one has little. Sahih Bukhari. With a deep breath, he handed the coins to the elderly woman, offering a warm smile and a silent prayer. He walked home that night with a lighter heart, trusting that Allah would take care of his needs. The next morning, something remarkable happened. As he arrived at work, his employer unexpectedly gave him a raise, one far greater than he had ever imagined. He couldn't believe it. That simple act of charity, given with sincerity and trust in Allah, had opened the doors of provision and ease. The butterfly effect of charity. Just like the man in the story, our acts of charity often set off a ripple effect that goes beyond what we can see. Imagine throwing a small pebble into a still pond. The ripples extend far beyond the point of impact, touching everything in their path. Similarly, when we give, our kindness reaches others in ways we may never fully comprehend. Sometimes the reward isn't immediate, but Allah's timing is always perfect. Think about a farmer who plants seeds. He doesn't expect a harvest overnight. He waters the soil, nurtures the plants, and waits with patience. Eventually, those seeds bear fruit. Likewise, when we give, Allah nurtures our good deeds and rewards us in due time, in ways that enrich both our worldly lives and our hereafter. Charity as a protection. Our beloved Prophet, peace be upon him, taught us that charity is like a shield that protects us from harm. He said, "Give charity without delay, for it stands in the way of calamity." Termity. Imagine being in a storm, with rain pouring down and strong winds howling around you. Without an umbrella, you would be drenched and overwhelmed. Charity acts as that umbrella in life. It shields us from difficulties and hardships, bringing Allah's mercy when we least expect it. How many times have we found ourselves in dire situations, only to experience relief through unexpected means? Perhaps the charity we once gave in secret was the very reason for Allah's mercy in our moment of need. Giving with the heart, not just the hand, brothers and sisters. The beauty of charity lies not in the amount we give, but in the sincerity with which we give it. A small act done with love and trust can outweigh a large contribution given without intention. Consider a candle in a dark room. Even the smallest flame can push away the darkness and provide light. Similarly, even the smallest act of charity, whether it's a kind word, a helping hand, or a coin given with sincerity, has the power to illuminate someone's life and our own. Final thoughts. As we reflect on the incredible impact of charity, let us remind ourselves that Allah sees every single act, no matter how small. The smile you share, the meal you provide, or the kind word you speak could be the moment when Allah's mercy reaches you in unimaginable ways. So the next time you're faced with an opportunity to give, ask yourself, could this be the moment that changes everything? Brothers and sisters, giving charity is more than just an act of generosity. It's a means of drawing closer to Allah and inviting blessings into our lives. But how can we make charity a consistent part of our daily routine? Let's explore practical, actionable steps to incorporate the power of Sadaqah into our lives and experience its incredible impact. 1. Start with intention, niyyah. Every act in Islam begins with a sincere intention, and charity is no different. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Actions are but by intention, and every man shall have only that which he intended." Sahih Bukhari and Muslim. Before giving charity, take a moment to reflect on your intention. Are you giving for the sake of Allah, or are you seeking recognition from others? Make a heartfelt intention to give solely to please Allah and seek His blessings. Practical step. Before donating or helping someone, say, "O Allah, I give this solely for your sake. Accept it from me." 2. Give consistently, even if small. Consistency in charity brings immense barakah, blessings. The Prophet, peace be upon him, emphasized that the most beloved actions to Allah are those that are done regularly, even if they are small. Practical step. Set aside a small amount daily or weekly for charity, even if it's just a few coins or $1. Use modern technology by setting up automatic donations to trusted Islamic organizations. Remember, regular giving cultivates generosity in the heart and ensures a steady flow of blessings into your life. 3. Give in. Secret. One of the most rewarding forms of charity is the one given in secret, without seeking praise or recognition. The Prophet, peace be upon him, mentioned that one of the 7 people who will be shaded on the Day of Judgment is a man who gives in charity and hides it, so that his left hand does not know what his right hand has given. Sahih Bukhari Muslim. Practical step. Find ways to give discreetly. Drop money in a charity box, donate anonymously online, or quietly help a struggling neighbor. Focus on seeking Allah's pleasure rather than public acknowledgement. 4. Look beyond money. Give your time and skills. Charity is not limited to financial contributions. It includes your time, effort, and skills. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "Your smile to your brother is charity. Your removing of stones, thorns, or bones from the paths of people is charity." Tirmidhi. Practical step. Volunteer at your local masjid, shelter, or community center. Offer your skills in teaching, mentoring, or helping those in need. Even a kind word or a smile can uplift someone's heart. Don't underestimate these small acts. 5. Prioritize family and those in need around you. Islam teaches us that charity should start within our families and close circles. Allah reminds us in the Quran, "Give to the near of kin their due, and to the needy and the wayfarer, and do not squander wastefully." Surah Al-Isra 17:26. Practical step. Check on your relatives. Do they have any unspoken financial struggles? Help them discreetly if possible. Extend your hand to neighbors and community members who may be silently struggling. 6. Respond to opportunities immediately. Sometimes we come across unexpected opportunities to give, whether it's someone asking for help or hearing of a worthy cause. Responding to these moments without hesitation brings immense reward. Practical step. Develop a habit of giving spontaneously whenever an opportunity arises, without overthinking. Carry some extra cash or snacks to give to those in need whenever you step out. Remember, hesitation can often lead to missed opportunities for blessings. 7. Teach and inspire others to give. Encouraging others to give charity brings double the reward. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "Whoever guides someone to goodness will have a reward similar to the one who does it." Sahih Muslim. Practical step. Teach your children and loved ones the importance of giving, making it a regular family practice. Share stories of charity's impact to inspire your friends and community. 8. Make dua for acceptance. After giving charity, always seek Allah's acceptance. Remember, it's not the amount that matters, but the sincerity behind it. Ask Allah to purify your wealth and grant barakah through your giving. Practical step. Say this beautiful dua after giving charity. "O Allah, accept this charity from me and bless it in this world and the hereafter." Final thoughts. Brothers and sisters, charity is a means to invite Allah's mercy into our lives. It's a shield from calamity, a way to attain forgiveness, and a means to increase our provisions. Even the smallest acts, done with sincerity, can lead to unimaginable rewards. Let's start today by making charity a habit, a lifestyle, and a source of constant blessings in our lives. The moment you give sincerely, something incredible might just happen. Brothers and sisters, sometimes the biggest challenge in giving charity isn't the act itself. It's the emotional struggles that come with it. We often find ourselves torn between wanting to give and fearing what we might lose. Thoughts creep in. What if I don't have enough left for myself? Or, will my charity really make a difference? It's normal to feel this way. We live in a world filled with uncertainty, financial struggles, job insecurities, and personal hardships. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that holding on tightly to what we have is the safest option. But Allah reminds us in the Quran, whatever you spend in the way of Allah, He will compensate it, and He is the best of providers. Surah Sabah 34:39. This verse is a powerful reassurance that when we give sincerely for His sake, we are not losing. We are investing in something far greater. Yet despite knowing this, our hearts may still hesitate. Let's explore how we can overcome these emotional barriers with faith and trust. 1. Fear of scarcity, trusting Allah's provision. One of the most common emotional challenges is the fear of not having enough. But brothers and sisters, charity is not about how much we have in our hands. It's about how much faith we have in Allah's abundance. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "In charity does not decrease wealth." Sahih Muslim. Think about it. When we give, we are not just sharing our wealth, We are strengthening our belief that Allah is Ar-Razaq, the sustainer. The key to overcoming this fear is to remind ourselves that Allah's provisions are limitless, and every penny spent in His way is multiplied. Reflect. Have you ever noticed how generosity brings unexpected blessings into your life? A promotion at work, relief from stress, or even simple peace of mind? All are forms of Allah's recompense. 2. The emotional burden of giving. When in hardship, another emotional struggle is giving when we ourselves are going through tough times. It's understandable to feel overwhelmed. How can we think of others when we are barely managing our own struggles? Yet Islam teaches us that giving during hardship carries even greater reward. The Prophet, peace be upon him, described the best charity as that which you give while you fear poverty. Musnad Ahmad. Consider it a test of faith. Even when things seem difficult, charity can become a source of relief. The emotional weight we carry can sometimes be lifted simply by helping someone else in need. It shifts our perspective, reminding us that our trials are not without purpose. Practical step. Start small. Even a kind word or a small act of service can serve as charity and bring relief to your heart. 3. Doubts about the impact of charity. We often wonder if our charity truly makes a difference. In a world full of suffering, does our small contribution even matter? The answer is a resounding yes. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "Do not belittle any good deed, even meeting your brother with a cheerful face." Muslim. Every act of kindness, no matter how small, is significant in the eyes of Allah. Whether it's feeding one hungry person or donating a small amount online, the impact is far greater than we realize. Charity isn't just about changing someone else's life. It's about transforming our own hearts. Reflection. Think of a time when you received an unexpected kindness. How did it make you feel? Now imagine being the source of that feeling for someone else. 4. Overcoming hesitation and procrastination. How often do we intend to give but keep delaying it? We tell ourselves, "I'll give when I have more," or "next time, inshallah." But life moves fast and opportunities slip away. Allah reminds us in the Quran, "And hasten to forgiveness from your Lord and a paradise as wide as the heavens and the earth, prepared for the righteous, those who spend in the cause of Allah during ease and hardship." Surah Ali Imran 3:133-134. Action step. Commit today. Don't wait for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is now. Even a small daily habit of giving can bring immense barakah into your life. Conclusion. Finding strength in charity, brothers and sisters. Overcoming the emotional struggles of giving charity is not easy, but it is deeply rewarding. When we trust in Allah, give despite our hardships, and overcome our doubts, we unlock doors of mercy and abundance. Charity is not just about wealth. It's about nurturing a generous heart, filled with love and trust in Allah's divine wisdom. So the next time you find yourself hesitating, remind yourself, this moment of giving could be the key to unimaginable blessings. Brothers and sisters, giving charity once is a beautiful act, but building it into a consistent habit brings long-term spiritual and worldly rewards. Many of us experience a surge of motivation after giving, but how do we maintain that momentum and make charity an ongoing part of our lives? The key lies in starting small, being consistent, and aligning our actions with the teachings of Islam. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "The most beloved of deeds to Allah are those that are done consistently, even if they are small." Sahih Bukhari. Let's explore practical ways to cultivate the habit of charity in our daily lives. 1. Set a realistic giving plan. Consistency starts with planning. Just as we budget for our personal needs, we should allocate a portion of our income specifically for charity. This could be a monthly donation to an organization, helping a neighbor in need, or even small daily acts of kindness. Practical steps. Decide a fixed amount to give weekly or monthly. Automate your donations through online platforms to ensure regularity. Keep a separate charity fund to contribute spontaneously when needed. By planning ahead, charity becomes an effortless part of our lifestyle rather than an occasional action. 2. Connect charity with your daily routine. Integrating charity into daily life helps maintain consistency. Whether it's dropping loose change in a charity box or offering help to someone in need, making charity a routine reinforces the habit. Examples. Every morning, commit to giving something, whether it's money, time, or a smile. Tie charity to other acts of worship, such as giving before or after prayer. Consider sponsoring an orphan or contributing to a long-term cause that gives ongoing rewards, Sadaqah Jariyah. When charity becomes habitual, it feels as natural as any other daily task, strengthening our connection with Allah. Third, track your giving progress. Tracking progress is a great way to stay motivated and see the impact of your efforts. Keep a simple log of your charitable acts, noting how they made you feel and how they impacted others. Practical steps. Maintain a gratitude journal where you record moments of giving. Reflect monthly on how charity has brought barakah, blessings into your life. Set goals to increase your charity over time, aiming to give more as Allah blesses you. Seeing your progress will inspire you to keep going and strive for even greater rewards. 4. Overcome challenges to stay consistent. Staying consistent with charity can be challenging, especially during financial struggles or busy periods. However, even small efforts count in Allah's eyes. The key is not to give up entirely when times are tough. Solution? If finances are tight, focus on non-monetary charity, helping others, offering sincere advice, or even making dua for those in need. Remember, charity is not just about wealth, it's about your intention and willingness to give. 5. Seek Allah's help and stay motivated. Finally, ask Allah to keep your heart generous and your efforts sincere. Consistency in charity is not just about effort, it's also about seeking His guidance and help. Dua for consistency. O Allah, make me among those who give consistently for your sake and bless my wealth in return. Final thoughts. Brothers and sisters, building consistency in charity is a journey of faith and commitment. When we make charity a lifestyle, it not only brings immense rewards, but also cultivates a heart that finds true peace in giving. Start today, no matter how small. Remember, it's not the size of your giving, but the sincerity and regularity that count in the sight of Allah. Brothers and sisters, the moment you give in the way of Allah, something truly incredible happens, not just in the lives of those you help, but in your own heart. Charity is not just a financial transaction, it is a spiritual transformation. It softens hearts, purifies wealth, and invites unimaginable blessings into our lives. Imagine the ripple effect of a single act of charity, the meal you provide, the smile you bring, or the hardship you ease. It all returns to you in ways you may never expect. Allah promises in the Quran, the example of those who spend their wealth in the way of Allah is like a seed of grain that sprouts 7 ears. In every ear there are 100 grains, and Allah multiplies for whom He wills, and Allah is all-encompassing and knowing. Surah Al-Baqarah 2261. Let this be your reminder. Every time you give, you are planting seeds of goodness that will bear fruit in both this life and the hereafter. Your next step. Act today. Now that you've seen the power of charity, it's time to take action. Whether it's supporting a local cause, helping a struggling neighbor, or contributing to a global effort, make the intention today. Here's how you can start. Set a charity goal. Choose a regular amount you can comfortably give, even if it's small. Involve your family. Teach your loved ones the beauty of giving by making it a family tradition. Share the message. Encourage others to give by sharing this video with friends and family, because inspiring one person can create an entire chain of blessings. Remember, when you give for the sake of Allah, it is never lost. It is a deposit in your eternal account, waiting to benefit you when you need it most. Give, even if it is a date, for charity extinguishes sins as water extinguishes fire. Tirmidhi. Brothers and sisters, take that step today and witness the incredible blessings unfold in your life. May Allah accept from us all and grant us the ability to give consistently, sincerely, and wholeheartedly. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring Islamic reminders. Let's continue this journey of giving together. Jazakum Allahu khairan.